This is Shannon Miller from the Miller Elder Law Firm, and I'm here with Janel Worley, who is our Elder Care Coordinator. And we're talking a little bit about some things that are happening in our community right now that are really important as it relates to the COVID-19 virus and our seniors that may either be isolated at home or they may be in a facility. So Janel and I were just talking about it. Janel, maybe you could kind of restate some of the things that we were just chatting about related to our clients or people who might view this broadcast wanting to know when they have a family member who's either in an assisted living facility, in a memory care facility, even an independent living facility, at least here in the Gainesville area, we're seeing a real lockdown and a lack of access to loved ones. And I know a lot of my clients and their families are very concerned about not getting information, not being able to communicate with their loved one, not knowing, what kind of care and treatment they're getting. And so I'm wondering if you can help us with, what are some tips for getting access to our important people?
Absolutely. It is certainly a scary time, as you alluded to, and it's extremely difficult to put a loved one in any type of community and then not to be able to go and check on them and put your eyes on them and hold them like we're so used to doing is a very scary and troublesome thing. So what I recommend is communication is the key with all the facilities and communities, and making sure that you have a contact person. Finding out what their policy and procedures are. There are some that are a lot more strict than others. So, get with either the administrator or the community's executive director, the social services director, and find out exactly what can be done, what cannot be done. There are some places that will allow you to bring food and snacks and gifts at the door and they will deliver them. And then there are some that won't. But social services, again, if you're in a long-term care facility, is key. If you don't feel like you're getting the answers, because they are working 2 and 3 different jobs now. I mean, it's one thing to have your normal job, but now you've got to take on the role of actually the family member. You need, those social workers are going room to room and finding out what the needs are, versus the family members going and seeing them and then coming back and relaying that information. So they've got to see for themselves what's going on. There are things called care plan meetings that will include all the disciplines in that facility, whether it be the dietitian, the activities director. Get them all on a phone call and find out exactly what is being done. Are there activities? Is there a bird feeder maybe that you could set up outside the window to kind of help with that time passing by in the isolation? Definitely have friends and family. I'm sorry?
Is it possible to ask for a care plan meeting if that's not something that has happened with your loved ones?
Absolutely, and I highly recommend it, and especially if you're new to the skilled nursing facility or even an assisted living facility. A care plan is definitely something that should be done on a regular basis, but especially in this time of crisis right now, definitely recommend, and you can get a lot of your answers and needs known in just one place and everybody there at the same time. Please forgive me, my brain just
Okay, so let me ask you another question. How about our people that are out in the community? They haven't entered a long-term care facility or any kind of assisted living facility, and they are, really isolated. And are there services or are there resources available? And maybe it's not even a family member. Maybe it's someone from church or a neighbor. Are there things that we can do as a community to connect or assist those people, and what kinds of resources are available for them?
Absolutely. One of the ones that I just absolutely love is Elder Care Options. Not only do they reach out to find out what the needs are medically, but also socially. So if you have a loved one that is by themselves, or you're concerned about, they actually will make a phone call and speak with them on a regular basis, whether it be daily, weekly, monthly, however you would like to set that up. Sometimes it just is a matter of wanting to talk to someone. We all get lonely, and we want somebody to talk to, and maybe it's not somebody that's just calling to check in to find out exactly, did you take your meds? I mean, I want somebody to talk to, about, Miss Jones down the street. So they do that. They also provide Meals on Wheels to make sure that they're getting the food that they are definitely in need of. And Meals on Wheels is very stringent in their policies with the COVID-19. There are different communities as far as a lot of the churches are providing, and I can certainly provide names and that type of thing at the end. But they are having their excuse me, their congregations and cards, and do check-ins as well. There are delivery services also that Elder Care provides, as well as Publix has their own delivery methods, but there are numerous organizations that do the deliveries and services as well.
Awesome. Thanks, Janelle.
Thank you.
To chat. We are the Miller Elder Law Firm. Looking forward to launching our new life care planning program. So stay tuned. Thank you.